The golden age of the giant Manchester United lasted for 2 decades, once a team that made all of Europe afraid to face, but that was the 1992 version, and by 2011, when just seeing Sir Alex Ferguson in the coaching area, the fans of the team felt like Manchester United played better. So why did the opponents respect this team so much? Manchester United under Alex Ferguson was always the top candidate in every tournament they participated in, but everything was not as easy as we saw. So let's learn about the days that made the name of the legendary coach, Alex Ferguson. On the 6th of November 1986, Alex Ferguson from Scotland set foot in Manchester. What appeared before his eyes was a team in crisis. At that time, the team was ranked 15th, a position that the current fans of the team did not expect. Ferguson's achievements include the time he and Aberdeen defeated Real Madrid in the 1983 Winners' Cup final. A team that had nothing compared to Real was no pushover. But when he arrived, many people were still skeptical, whether that talent was real or just a match that God's luck helped. Recalling his early days with the Manchester ship, he went through many storms. There were matches where MU lost miserably. His picture continuously appeared in local newspapers with a pained expression, but all beginnings are difficult. Hardships start to discourage. Fans were fed up with knowing their team had lost before the game. Signs were hung all over the stadium suggesting he knew nothing about football, so he gave up his position to someone else. After 3 seasons, the results were still the same. When the board of directors gradually lost patience with him, they gave him only one chance in the 3rd round of the FA Cup in 1990. If the team lost to Nottingham Forest, then he would be fired immediately. But football sometimes only needs a small moment to change. Mark Robbins, a boy from the Carrington Training Centre, scored the only goal to help Manchester United win 1-0. It can be said that goal was the beginning of a cycle of great success that is probably the only one. The teacher kept his seat and Manchester was like coming back from the dead. They gave him another chance. Manchester United with captain Alex Ferguson. He is not a tactical genius like Pep Guardiola, nor a football poet like Professor Wenger. But he is a master of human management, a strategist who knows how to exploit the potential and strength of each player to the fullest. The players are too familiar with the Scottish teacher's way of yelling in the dressing room, making everyone look up. The big stars at that time also had to be silent in front of this hot-tempered teacher. Even David Beckham, a star with a destiny, who carries the image and inspires many fans, also had an incident with a flying shoe and had to leave immediately for Real Madrid at a cheap price. Roy Keane, who was often Jap Stam on the field, is as obedient as a rabbit in front of him. Players who disregard discipline will be put on the bench or sold mercilessly. But it is that discipline that creates an extremely cohesive team. He does not allow any individual to be bigger than the club. Famous quote, "I don't need the best players. What I need is the strongest team, the most united." From the beginning, he focused on paying attention to the Carrington Centre, where the legendary Golden Generation with Ryan Giggs, David Beckham, Paul Scholes, the Neville brothers, or Nicky Buff were born to make history for the team. They played football like warriors when going to battle, always playing football with the spirit of sacrifice for the shirt. In the 1989 to 1990 season, Manchester United won the first FA Cup under Alex Ferguson after defeating Crystal Palace. Luck may have helped. That championship trophy was like a life buoy in the flood. Not firing Alex Ferguson was probably the most important decision of the club. Therefore, he also had more time to build a playing style. In 1990, Ferguson brought the team to the Cup Winners' Cup, marking the return to the top that lasted for 2 decades of Manchester United. Spring has returned with the best things. In 1992, Sir Alex recruited Eric Cantona from Leeds United for an extremely cheap price of only £1.2 million. With Cantona, Manchester was like a tiger growing a new style. With a technical playing style like a flying dragon and dancing phoenix, he quickly became the leader of the club, an endless source of inspiration, eagerly waiting for the day to reap the sweet fruit. In the 1992 to 1993 season, Manchester United won the English Championship for the first time in 26 years. The fans burst into joy. In 1993 to 1994, Manchester United won the double title of English Premier League and FA Cup, making the whole of England admire. They kept winning one domestic tournament after another. The brightest peak was the 1998 to 1999 season with the historic treble. The team won the Premier League, FA Cup, and Champions League. In that crazy final match with Bayern Munich, when until the 90th minute, Manchester was still leading 1-0, but in the end, they were the champions. All the fans did not believe in the comeback. Some even burst into tears like children. Alex stood quietly on the street with a sad face. He tried to hold back his tears, still chewing gum as if nothing had happened, but in that mood, he still hoped his players would create some miracle, and then something really appeared. In the 91st minute, Teddy Sheringham scored the equalizer. He seemed to have returned from the dead, but what he did not expect was that just 2 minutes later, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer scored again, 2-1 for the Red Devils. That sudden joy made him feel like he was dreaming. But no, Manchester United were European champions in a way that could not be more crazy. Stood tall and became the dominant force in English football and asserted its position in Europe. His secret was not only tactics, but also the way he used people. He combined the young Carrington with excellent foreign players to become an inseparable team. In the goal, Sir Alex trusted the Danish giant Peter Schmeichel to guard the goal, the Dutch giant Jam Stam in defense. Roy Keane in midfield joined in 1993 for only £3.75 million. Playing football like a warrior going to battle, ready to fight like a boxer, anyone who dared to cause trouble in the midfield when meeting Roy Keane would not dare to risk confronting him. In the semi-final match with Juventus in the Champions League in 1999, Roy Keane pulled the whole team through countless difficulties to have the final match of a player's life, an important match, and the only chance to lift the most prestigious trophy in Europe. Roy Keane is the heart, the indispensable heartbeat of the team. As for Sir Alex, he still proved that he is the king of the team, can lack any player but still cannot lack him when going to battle. In 2003, Real successfully recruited David Beckham for £25 million, a very cheap price. Fans were surprised when David Beckham was the soul of the team at that time. Fans cried and cried. The press criticized him for being dictatorial and autocratic. And he just smiled. Then Sir Alex immediately bought a very potential young man, Cristiano Ronaldo. Only £12 million for a tall and skinny 8-year-old boy. After many opportunities to play, but only left ineffective dribbling, screams on the field, expressing the disappointment of the fans. But he showed his eye for people. Time is the most accurate answer. That boy under his hands gradually became a superstar, with long shots like hammers, unstoppable dribbling, goals brought to the team, and a unique way of celebrating that made fans around the world go crazy. The chants of his name in the stands after goals. In 6 years of playing, he scored a total of 118 goals in 292 appearances for Manchester United, 3 Premier Leagues, 1 FA Cup, 1 Champions League, 1 Golden Ball in 2008 when he was only 23 years old. In the 2007 to 2008 season, Manchester won the English Championship with 87 points, 2 points more than Chelsea. Then, on that legendary Moscow night, they continued to defeat Chelsea to reach the top of Europe. Ronaldo was the one who opened the score with a divine header. In that pouring rain, laughter echoed throughout the field to share the joy with him. But he himself burst into tears like a child after missing a penalty kick. But John Terry slipped and gave the cup to Manchester. He was still standing in the rain, smiling like every year. Once again, all of Europe had to bow down in admiration of Sir Alex because in that squad, he always knew how to fill the gaps. People come and go, but he does not keep those who no longer have the mind to play. In 2019, Cristiano Ronaldo moved to Real for a record price. But he is still there because he already has Wayne Rooney in hand. was brought in from Everton in 2004 for £27 million. At that time, he was only 18 years old and was considered a prodigy of his country. During his playing career here, he scored a total of 253 goals in 559 matches, becoming the player with the most goals in the history of the club. The attack line chose good players, and the defense line chose great people like the giant central defenders, Rio Ferdinand and Nemanja Vidic. Rio Ferdinand joined the team in 2002 for a record price of £29 million for a central defender. Playing football calmly like a gentleman, reading the opponent as if he knew the lesson, passing accurately to the strikers, Nemanja Vidic joined in 2005. In terms of fighting ability, it was like medieval battles. Blood could flow down his face many times, but he never asked to be substituted, always fighting until his last breath. Whether it is Drogba or Torres, it is very difficult to confront. Many players come and go, but he is still there. With 26 years accompanying Manchester, the achievements are 13 Premier Leagues, 5 FA Cups, 2 Champions Leagues, and many other big and small titles. What makes the fans remember is not only the cups, but also the enthusiastic fighting spirit, never backing down, fighting until the final whistle. A beautiful attacking style with lightning-fast coordination. They call him an impregnable fortress. Until now, people still argue who is the greatest coach in the history of world football. But for Manchester fans, the name Alex Ferguson will certainly be the top choice. He not only won titles, but also built an empire that made Manchester a global icon. He created versions of powerful football teams through each period. And he is perhaps unique in being knighted, a unique symbol to this day of his contributions.